Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this way.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left. And 39 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Ball is free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had...
There's some room. Got enough for the 1st. Past the 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Pulls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Turns it. Might have a chance. He'll work his way down to the 28. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Shows him the stiff arm. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Here's the give off the left side. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Starting to feel a little pressure. Wide out trying to get it in. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Running to the left. And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Got a little grass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the catch and knocked down. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Maybe some room here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Got his man. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Finding some room. He's at the 30. The 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Thomas. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lions. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. To the air on first down. He's got him. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Splits the uprights. Good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to the ground game on the left. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 5 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Makes the quick grab. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burnett. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Thomas. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes a catch. There he goes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes a connection. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Strong, tough run, and he's brought down just inches away from the score.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to slam it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UNLV. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just like that.
Crosses the 45. Here's a little room there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires quickly. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lions. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Burnett. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. On the run, it's Thomas. Could be an alley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets rid of it. The quick out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's first and 10 from just outside the 30.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the... Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Upstairs, he's got it. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Skips away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's...
Maybe a crease. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are...
Makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every